Good morning, everybody. I am mount challenged. Seriously. I cannot find something that works. I'm going to try to use my ledge on the truck. Yeah, Shannon, I know. Figure this stuff out before you go live. I get it, guys. What is this? That's nothing. It is what it is. Let me just get a good angle here. I bought this mount. This thing. Okay, look, guys. This thing, I figured this is the master mount, right? The problem with this mount is that it wiggles. You know? Go on, Didi. Somebody has gotten large enough and confident enough to sit in her seat finally. So let's get a good shot of Didi in the morning. Good morning, love. Isn't she big and beautiful? Look at how big she's getting, you guys. This is her puppy blanket, so she can be all nice and comfy in her seat. Didi, look at how big she is. She can see out the window now like a big girl. You want the window now, babe? She was barking at another dog, so I was going to go on a little bit earlier, but she was like being Miss Guard Dog, which is a new thing for her too. Now she's big and bad. So now she's like protective and whatever. So anyways, I'm just giving you your puppy fix because it's hard every other time for us to get a good look at her because she's rambunctious, right? So she's chilling right now. So I'm gonna let you get a really good look at her this morning. And she's gonna talk a little. What is it? You pretty girl. You are so beautiful. Hey, good morning to everybody. Right? She's so much fun. I know. All she wants to do is go and play. I know. So, yep, there you go. The shrill sound of her bark. Tell them all about it. Hurry up. And then it's my turn. Here, play with the unicorn. This is the most recent mount I just bought. I thought, oh my gosh, how cute, right? Well, it's from China. And so I figured out, after trying to use it this morning, this piece right here is built backwards. Like they should have flipped it around so the angle would have been okay. So I'll fix it later if Didi doesn't completely annihilate it. But it's just a screw right there. So I think I can fix it. But right now, I'm going to let her just annihilate it. I just can't. I can't find, there we are. Good morning. I can't find like the perfect mount to freaking hold stuff. Issues. So, here, I'm going to block out some of this sun. So I'm coming to you from my new truck. I know you guys, I think you guys know. So let's see if I can find an angle that works. Okay, how's that? Is that okay? Oh. Live chat. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Trucker Jason, good morning. He says the pup is talkative. She is. She's a very communicative dog. She makes a lot of noise to me. Like when she wants something, like she's always trying to talk to me. Stuart is in the house. Trucker Jason, Six Semper Tyrannus, squirrel, right? Pure Trucking TV. She's 4 months old now. Gosh, when did I get her? I think she's 4 months old now. maybe even 5 months. You know, my time thing is not perfect. Old School New School is in the house. Headed to Alabama. Hopefully it stays warm. Yeah, I'm headed to Alabama out of Florida. I'm in Florida right now in Mims. I'm about 250 miles from Miami, which is where I'm dropping off tomorrow morning. So I have this day to like hang out and play around. So the cool thing is this. I'm sorry, let me get back. I'm gonna tell you a second. Dar says, wow, look at her. Good morning, Dar. Good morning, everybody that's in here. My sister Sherry Warren is in the house. Good morning, sis. This Trucking Life says, wow, she's grown. Yeah, she's getting big. CB's in the house. He's in Nebraska. Jerome Jones says, how's the fancy truck? The fancy truck, I'll get back to that too. The truck is great. Like I can't even. There's so many wonderful things about it now that I've been driving it and like feeling it out. 6 Semper Tyrannus says, Shannon Sundays. Yeah, I know. I really want to stay consistent with this, guys, because I enjoy having coffee with you on Sunday morning. So much has been happening to me. Like, it's like I just had to land. I had to, and I ran hard this week too. This Trucking Life is in the house says, good morning, Shannon. Good morning. Pure Trucking TV says, good morning. 6 says, good morning. Don Schonger's in the house. He says, hey there. Good morning, Don. How you doing? Jerome Jones says, good morning. And Jamie O is in the house. Hey, Jamie. Good morning. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. And Snorlord OG just popped in. Good morning, Snorlord. I wanted to go live with you today, but I know you have church, so I was like, okay, it's probably going to mess up his schedule. Yeah, I'm at the Loves in Mims. So it's like there's one more in I think down by Port St. Lucie, and then there's nothing except probably the Miami truck stop. So, and we had our discussion about the Miami truck stop. I didn't go to the Chrome shop because the truck parking area, the whole place itself is the grossest thing I've ever been at. And I was not, you want to talk about sketchy? I was not getting out of that truck. Like, I didn't care. I found some nice folks to park next to. That was great. But, no. It is currently 74 degrees. The sun is rising. It's a beautiful clear sky today here in Florida, and it's going to be an amazing hot day. What's really cool about this is, let me get back to it now. So what's really cool is we're not doing this. What's really cool is that my daughter is down here on vacation with her husband. At our condo in Orlando, right? So, help me, Jesus. They are driving over, and since we're so close to the coast, we're going to go see the ocean together today. So, they got about an hour drive from Orlando to me, so they're going to come get me and Didi, and we are going to the beach. So I'm doing it. I'm like, you know what? I never stop to do something. So I mean, I do here and there, but it's very quick. I'm going to the beach. I got time. They promised to have me back by 5 o'clock so I can get my crap together and then, plan what time I'm going to take off to get to my load and get a little sleep and stuff. And I'm going to make the most out of this day and enjoy something in Florida. So I'm very excited about that. That's the plan today. So I got a little bit of time. I got my coffee. Grab your coffee and let's chat a little bit. Trucker with T-Bones in the house says, good morning from cold and rainy Michigan. You guys want a warm, sunny morning view of Florida? Let me show you some little palm trees. Maybe that'll warm you up. I hope the signal's good. There's a nice flatbed view for you. Beautiful morning. We already went for our walk. Oh, God, help us. Stop! What do you want? I'll put you back outside, girl. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay. Let me take a brief pause. I gotta put the loud, chatty girl outside so she can settle down because she just wants to be outside. I can't blame her. Okay. You guys grab your coffee while I'm doing this real quick. It'll just take me a second. I had waited for her to calm down before I started and I took her outside, got her back in, and I thought she was going to be chill, but she's reared back up again, so. Come on. Oh, why? Okay. She's getting to be quite the heavy girl. She's heavy now. She's big. So, have my chat. There we go. Tank Kelly Trucking's in the house. Hey Tank, I've been checking out your videos lately. Good morning. Liking the color of that money machine you're steering and gearing. Thank you. Nomadic Britt's in the house. He says good morning. Hey Britt, I'm wearing your t-shirt today. He's in cold PA and heading to Wisconsin. Pure Trucking TV says love the beach, enjoy your time there. Oh, I'm gonna, man. I've been trying to get some sun. And when I was up in Michigan, me and Didi found this field that was for sale, right? It's just an empty lot. Man, it was a beautiful, beautiful sunny day. I had to sit there for like hours and hours and wait for my load to deliver in the evening, and I got there way early. So we just went out there, we walked out there, and it's like a meadow, right? I just sat down, laid out my safety vest, and I had her on the leash, and there was a little little tiny shrub. She chilled out in the shade. Didi does not like the sun, and I just like laid out in the field, just laid there in the sun, and so I got some color, right? And that was great. And so but that was no beach. So I am in desperate need of some beach time. Dar says, haha, I love your excitement. Dar missed me, I think. Dar, I miss you. I miss you too, Dar. But I've been seeing her. I know. She let me know last night. Like, she needs me to have some coffee with her today. So I am here. Trucker Jason says, lucky you, Shannon. I'm in Oregon. It's cold up here. You know, I love being able to choose my loads and run my business. This is part of the perks of it, right? Like, and the funnest thing is right now is just that I happen to be able to stop not too far from my daughter, so we're taking advantage of it. This is my oldest daughter. Have 2 grandsons, 1 granddaughter with her, and 1 is on the way. We have another grandson on the way. Those are my fleet drivers, you guys. I got 3 grandsons and my granddaughter. That's just that one. My second daughter has my other grandson. So, yeah. That'll be 4 grandsons total. T-Bone says, you hear that? She said, why not? I know. She likes to argue with me. This dog is so smart. Like, she's so... If she could speak, we'd be going at it. She's sassy, like, but she's a good girl. Like, she's a good dog. She's patient and long-suffering when she needs to be. And I love her. Like, she's so patient. But then when she knows when we're stopped, she starts acting up all crazy, wanting to play, wanting to do something. Like, but when this truck's running, like, she passes out. Like, it doesn't even matter if we run the whole 11 hours. Like, she will just lay there. She'll get up and, like, eat a little bit, play around with something for a minute, and then she just gets ticked off and bored, and then she just goes back to sleep. But we stop to go potty and stuff, you know, and we stop and we take a quick walk and go potty and stuff like that. Like, I have to do that for her, and also myself. God, I really hate this angle. Let's try something. So it's a new truck, so I am in a different kind of, thing. I'm in a different, like, everything's at kind of a different angle, so we're gonna try this. Okay, well then I can't reach the chat. Okay, never mind. I can't. Anyways, let's get back to business. Aaron Petticord is in the house. He says, hello. Hello, Aaron. Thank you for coming in. I'll make you uncomfortable says, I got 0, nothing. I'll make you uncomfortable says, go poopy. Yeah. I'll make you, Robin. Yeah. I'm very, very fair skinned because I'm a blonde, right? So, and of course, I think I haven't poked my head out too much for all the, the years that I've been just hustling, driving. So I'm definitely in need of a tan. Pure Trucking TV says, vitamin C is a good thing for sure. You ain't lying. And it's going to be good just to, like, I get to touch the ocean with my daughter. So I'm very, like, that's a thing, So we're going to take some pictures and it's going to be like in the memory book and all that. I think I'm caught up there on the things. Pure Trucking says, Destin, Florida is my happy place. Was in Daytona about a month ago or so and much needed during alluring bike week. Oh yeah, so bike week. I've never been to bike week, but I plan to go someday. It's like every time I like have an opportunity, it comes around and I have an opportunity to possibly go. I'm not in the mood for all that, right? Bike week is serious party time and a lot of colorful characters. And sometimes I'm not ready for something like that. Will Burner Express is in the house. Good morning, Will Burner. How are you today? I'm sorry I'm not wearing your shirt. I'm wearing Nomadic Brits shirt. Brits do it better. This is a cool, I love my shirts. My Snorlord shirt is dirty because I wore the absolute heck out of it and got it dirty. And I got all the laundry yesterday except for that shirt because it was off to the side and it's black, right? Things that are black are a little bit hard for me to see it when it's dark. So, and I did laundry at night, so I missed that shirt. So, if I get a chance to throw the bedding in today, which I might not, but if I do, I'm going to throw that shirt in there with it. Today's coffee cup is this one. Because I'm feeling pretty boss right now. Enjoying the truck. Wheel Burner says, just dragging my butt out of bed. Pure Trucking says, the Brotherhood is way cool. Was there to see the races mainly in Daytona, not too much on the party scene. I enjoy seeing people enjoy themselves, but, you know, Bike Week is... people get a little bit wild, you know. And I have to be ready for that mentally, to be, because I'm all about people enjoying life and expressing themselves. But I've had friends that have went and told me some stories. I am like, okay, I have to be spiritually prepared to do something like that. Dar says, I need someone to tell me the definition of real men. Real men. Everybody has an opinion, right? Robin says, I'll send you the most uncomfortable shirt, Shannon. Oh, did you make a shirt, Robin? Good for you. Yeah. I'm gonna I like wearing everybody's shirts because the YouTubers are a little shy. They're a little shy about, with exception, Cash is King does a great job of like mentioning his merch tent and all that and talking about, like, he'll throw it in. But everybody else who has merch mentions it a little bit. And so I'm such a big supporter of the channels, and I want to wear the merch, right? So you can see it, and then maybe that'll just give them a little bit extra selling power. Or you say, hey, that looks like it's pretty cool, it's made all right, I think I'll go buy one. I don't know if Britt has a merch tent. Britt sent me this shirt, but this is Britt's channel shirt. Did Cash just go live? What just happened? I just saw a notification from Cash. I don't know if it's a live. Cash just posted a video. So make sure everybody watches that at some point. I mean, don't leave me yet, please. Wheel Burner Express says, real men support their families and themselves, and they don't rely on demand or handouts. I agree. That's a good one. I mean, first of all, let me say this. Real men, number one, at the most basic point, do man stuff and are all about being manly and a man. Okay? Like, be a man. Like, do man stuff. Wear men's cologne. Wear men's clothes. Do men jobs. Do men responsibilities. First of all, I blame this on parents. You have to teach your sons. And it's hard in this world today because there's a lot of single moms raising their sons. So I think that's where a lot of men start growing up more emotionally geared. Which men, you need to have your emotions. But I think it's tougher today because of the lack of fatherhood in the family and in the home, right? And so these young men are forced to be raised by women and very little strong leadership by other men. Okay? That's a big obstacle in our world today, right? This is where if you're an uncle and your sister's a single mom, you should step up. Because that young man is going to be a product of his environment and needs someone to look up to and to model himself after. So being a father and being an uncle is just as important as being a father. And that's kind of my opinion. Like I could talk more into that, but I have very high standards. I have very high standards. So it's not a good question for me to answer. Because I'll make everybody feel some kind of way. But number one, be proud to have your male genitalia and say that you're a man and be about being a man. Number one, because that's walking the tightrope these days. Right? Be a man and be proud. Robin says there's holes in the nippings. My name is Nobody says good morning. Good morning. My name is Nobody. Hey, I heard you came to the team. Congrats. I think you can confirm or deny that. Robin says I'm still here after a year. Wilburner says, thank you, Robin. Wilburner Express says naked and beer wins the argument every time. Yeah. So that's bike week. You gotta be mentally ready to like do as the Romans do. Maybe not everything, but you know what I'm saying. Like bike week, that's something. It's really something. I'd much rather watch it on YouTube than actually go there. But I can't say that because I haven't been there. But eventually I'll try it. Like, I'm not going to partake, but I'll go. There might be some good networking down there. Who knows? I had really, before I started trucking, I had really wanted to like get a food truck down there and just go work bike week like when it is. And that's it. There's a lot of people that do that, those vendors down there, and they don't work the rest of the year. Like, it's for real. Robin, I'm not saying that. Dar says, my husband needs to learn to take out the garbage. Oh. Well, Wilburner, after coffee, you know what your first task is, right? Today, your honey-do list. Fran Mariah's in the house. Hey, good morning, Fran. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Grab your coffee, girl. Pure Trucking says, helped raise both of my nephews. Yeah, it's important. It's important. It's important. The lack of the family unit, the nuclear family, okay? We don't have the nuclear family so much anymore, but we got to get back to family. Like, okay, if there's a missing dad or whatever the case may be, then it's really up to the other men in the family to fill in that position, right? It's tough because everybody's so damn busy trying to work and survive, man. Anyways, so my little happy message today to the men out there. Thanks, Dar. You stirred up all of this stuff. My little message to the men is out there is if you're an uncle, man, raise that boy. Raise those boys in your family that the father's not around for. It's up to you. You might not want to hear that, but it is. And the grandpas, right? If you're a grandpa, you might have to step in. But those children of your child are your responsibility. Like, those were given to you to steward through this life. I love you enough to tell you the truth. You can take it or you can leave it. Problem today is most men leave stuff behind, right? When they could be the actual change for the whole situation. What do we got? We got beeping. So I got my air on. Oh, let me talk about my air in a second. How's the sound? I don't know what that just did to us. Robin, yes, it's mandatory to say hello. This trucking life is in the house. Dar story the pot. Fran says, yes, I put my foot in this coffee. Yes, I put my foot in this coffee. I think we're missing a word there. Robin says, Bud raised me. Pure Trucking says, definitely worth going to Bike Week. A food truck there makes serious bank. Seriously, right? And everyone don't mind spending while they're also in Daytona. Because they're down there. Like, even if you wanted to sling hot dogs, right? You could still do it so cheap. Like how it was back in the 90s. When things were at least kind of normally priced. And you're still going to make a ton of money. But no, most of these attractions down there are charging you $20 for anything. Like my daughter said she had to pay $8 for one bottle of water at Universal Studios yesterday. Right? And you can get away with it at events like that. And they do, right? And maybe that's why they do, and then they can not work the rest of the year, but I don't see I would be that greedy. Like, my gosh. I feel like if you do in volume, everybody's going to come to your food truck. You're going to be cleaned out of hot dogs like in a minute. I'm just saying. I've thought about this. And it's not to say I won't ever do it. It might be something, that I take a break from trucking and we go run the show. I make a bunch of bank and then I come back to do my daily, right? How cool would that be? And I just love people so much. I think that would just be a blast. Aaron Petticourt says, I say read the Bible. It will give you the best advice. Well, yeah, Aaron. And so that's where my core values come from. And that's why I'm saying, like, it's up to the village to raise the kids. But men today, I'm speaking generally as a society, of course not none of you guys, but you can probably agree with me that in generality, male dominance is diminishing, and people identifying as men is diminishing, and fatherhood has been diminishing. Families have been breaking up and getting destroyed like for a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if we could just get back to like core family, the way that we were created to be, and raise the children, and men create men type thing, right? Fran says soy turns little boys into little girls and little girls into little boys. Yeah, you're right, Fran. Hey, Fran, have you read that book yet? The Hacking of the American Mind. If you haven't read that book, I think you should read that book. I mean, everybody should read that book. But Snorlord recommended it to me, and I read it, and it's very eye-opening if you don't know, but if you do know, like, it's more backup information to what we already know. Like, very, very interesting book. And read the Bible. That's the best book. But, if you're worried about what's happening, you don't know what the heck's going on, and you're living in confusion, you need to go back to the truth and get your mind right, because that'll help you understand what's happening today, in my opinion. So, Robin, shut up. You are not an ex. Yeah, Manitoba. So Robin says the food truck wouldn't be so easy up there in Manitoba. Yeah, because do you have any crazy events? We're talking about the event. Like Bucket Week is an event that goes on in Florida. It's a huge, like all the bikers from all over. It's like a truck show for us, except we don't get buck wild so much like that, I don't think. It's a gathering of the biker saints. The coming together, the annual coming together. Truck Review says, good morning from cold ass Iowa. Oh, well, I'm in hot. Temperature's rising. It's like 77 right now. Oh my gosh, you guys are on the comments. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody at the beginning, and then I'm going to go back forward. Okay, yeah, I think I got everybody there. Wheel burner needs to take out the trash. Robin says leave kids behind, LOL. Haha. My name is Nobody says yes next week. Okay, so I'm going to say it. My name is Nobody has decided to come over to Light Trucking. Congratulations. God, help the mounting situation. If any of you don't know, I've made the move. Got a new truck. I am in the lease purchase program at Light Trucking now, which is a new program. And I'm all in. I'm all over here. Like I've had a great couple weeks. Yes, Pure Trucking, what'd you say? Francis, I mean yummy after that series. This is no good. Okay. So, Fran, I'm gathering that you are having some yummy coffee this morning. Okay, I think that's the point we're trying to get to there. This Trucking Life says, sounds fine. Okay, thanks. Pure Trucking says, both of my nephews, donors weren't in the picture. Did what I could to help raise them and teach them baseball, go on roller coasters, doing guy stuff. One nephew passed away 3 years ago, but he is in heaven. Sat with him holding his hand right to, oh my gosh, Pure Trucking, I am sorry to hear that. Gosh. Well, thank you for being a dad to him though, right? Be dads! If you can. You know? Be uncles. Which is, you know, uncles got to step in as dads. I mean, I got Uncle Sterling, right? We all got Uncle Sterling. Fran says, it's the food, water, prescription, and non-prescription drugs that make them soft and weak, crying and complaining all the time. Yeah. Yeah, carbs. Carbs is the devil. Sugar, it's sugar, Fran. Like, it's sugar. I'm blaming everything on sugar. Robin says he drinks Bush. Tank Kelly says, you're talking about men being men. How do you feel about women staying home to raise the monkeys? Well, I mean, in the natural order of things, that's how it should be, right? Oh, ladies, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I believe there's a perfect order of things. And are we out of order? Yes. I was a single mom. I had to raise 3 kids while working like umpteen jobs. Desperately trying to do businesses so that I could work from home or be more for my kids. So if anybody knows, I do. Like, you know. I am a proponent and actual believer that, you know, men are created to lead the woman. Men are created to be the father and the king of his castle. And the woman is his biggest treasure, and she is the active raising of the children person. But the kids still need to understand that there's a higher power in the family, and that's dad. Don't hate me, ladies. Now, that's a tall order these days. Okay? I'm not gonna act like duh. Okay? But if you're married still, and you made those vows, ladies, those vows was to obey that husband. And that's the way God designed marriage. And this, because this is how it should be perfectly, okay? If the man was fulfilling all of his shoes and duties and everything properly, the Western woman would have no problem honoring him, serving him, taking care of him, taking care of his children, and everything like that, the way what she's made to do. Because women are made to multitask, to support that husband, to be the best that he can be. So if everything in the world would allow that order, then it wouldn't be such a controversial issue, right? When a woman's like, I'm not gonna obey him. Things are way out of order, folks. And everybody's running around trying to find love, trying to do the best thing that they can, trying to understand what that is, trying to feel right and peace in their spirit, and there's lots of confusion going on. But if we get back to like Little House on the Prairie days, that's a good order of things to start, right? So a great man has a great woman to make him great. Understand that. That's how I feel. I mean, women should stay home and raise their kids. I'm trying to build a trucking company to help my children so they can stay home and raise my grandbabies. Okay? This is my paramount goal. I'm creating something so that my children can be parents. Good parents. And I'm a little late, but that's what I'm working on. I really want to leave behind my children something so that they can be more family, less, less tied up in all this other confusion. And I'll die trying. So it looks like my video's jumping around. Let me know if it is, because to me it looks like that. Dara says, I have a mixed opinion about that tank. DIY Semi's in the house. Good morning, DIY. How are you? I'm wearing Brit shirt today. I have to get DIY merch. Like, that's what I'm after next. I gotta get cash merch and DIY merch, because I want to. DIY's got several selections. And I'm excited to get some of that. So pretty soon, hey DIY, I'm making a little bit of money now. So I should be able to afford something from your merch tent, okay? So that's happening, because I want to display DIY Semi's merch next. Because I think it is, nobody, he's so humble that he doesn't talk about it a whole lot. He does mention it, but I want to bust it out on camera, and show you, because I think he's got some cool stuff, and he's brave enough to have orange stuff, and so I'm like, I got to get some of that. But that's my next plan. I'm gonna take my dollars, and I'm gonna go to his merch tent, and I'm gonna buy some merch, and then I'll be able to support that, so you guys can check out my DIY merch. and check out DIY's merch so that you can see, oh, that's good stuff. I'm going to go get some. Now, I don't want you guys to go out and get the leggings, okay? I can get the leggings. You can't get the leggings. We just had to talk about this. Man stuff. Men don't wear leggings unless it's your long johns and it's in the cold. Fran says, I get that one. Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About by Trudeau is the best out there, in my opinion. Governments hate that book. Yeah, that's a good one. But to go a little bit deeper, Fran, trust me, you won't be sorry you read this book. Hacking of the American Mind. By the way, DIY, if you're still in here, weren't you and Snorlord doing a book review on that, or started that book? And then are you also going to do a book review video soon? Because I'm reading that book. I know Hot Seat's reading that book too, and anybody else I don't know of, I'm sorry, but you two, we're gonna do a book review on that. So DIY, if you're still in here, please let me know. Let everybody know if you guys got that coming up pretty soon here. This Trucking Life says, put me in, coach. I just need mentorship. I still have broke. Email me. Maybe when the youngest graduates. Yeah. I mean, the thing that I've been able to actually come out and dedicate everything to this, what my dream and what I wanted to do, is because my kids are grown. Right? There was no way I could have done this, no matter how bad I wanted to, when I was raising them. Like, it was hard even just to keep a local job and be home enough to be a parent. So I'm very passionate about that. I'm very passionate about creating something that my kids can have so that they can be better parents. This Trucking Life says, nah, I disagree. I'm not raising my daughters to be homemakers unless they choose to be. Well, and that's fine. I'm not saying that women have to be this, have to be that. Like, we've obviously evolved as a society and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, getting back to nature, like, you know, bears is, the dad goes out and hunts and the mom raises the cubs for the most part, right? I'm just talking about natural order of things. And it's okay. Like, women, you know, women are smart and talented and gifted and everything else. They have other things to bring to the table than that, you know. But I really think, like, we are made to multitask. Like, we can do a lot of things at once. And I think that's the reason. Because naturally, we're designed to do that. We carry a load like that, right? And men, in my opinion, guys, in my experience, in my opinion, men are more apt to make very strong decisions, like take them one at a time, right? And that makes sense to me because they're natural born leaders. Like, they're supposed to be the king. They're supposed to make the final decisions. That's my observation. I'm not telling you what you need to think. I'm not telling. That's what I feel my observation is. Fate Trucking is in the house. Good morning, Fate. Thanks for coming in. Robin says, eat more watermelon. Jaywalk is in the house. Good morning, Jaywalk. Good morning, Shannon and all. Dar says, same trucking life. Fran says, women should be at home with the kids, but since the 60s, they want to be men, and now these men want us to work. Right. So, Dar says, I don't even want them to depend on any men. That's how you get stuck in an abusive relationship. Right. Well, okay, and you're absolutely right, and that's today's men, right? This is not all men. Some men, okay? This is where it goes back to the raising of the men, right? And like I said earlier, if the man is fully in his shoes and raised in order and to do all the things and love his wife emotionally and provide for her and the children and all those things are in order, Dar, then she has no problem with that, with supporting him, right? And being in that role. That's very unique to find these days, right? There's a lot of confusion going on. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of things that have messed up the nuclear family structure from the beginning, right? So for a long time, divorce has been rising, and all that. Like, it's so messed up. I'm not saying that's what needs to happen today. I mean, I agree that when we started losing family structures and values started to change, like this country began to just go to crap. I don't think anybody can disagree with me on that. Robin says, F marriage. Robin, you're pretty married, so I don't know what you're the Striking Life says, truth, Dar. I'll make you uncomfortable says, it's teamwork. It is teamwork. Dar says, I think there can be a happy, healthy, balanced trucking life, and I found that. Yeah, and Dar, you guys have a beautiful, beautiful marriage. I mean, at least my perception, I'm not there, but I love you guys. I love you guys. To me, you have a balance. You have a beautiful family. You're both very beautiful people. I love you very, very much. And in this world today, like, you guys are making it work, and that makes you like super badass to me. It is not easy. It's not even easy if you are, I've always said this, like, marriage isn't even easy if you marry your best friend, right? And now, Dar, you finally get your husband. You finally get to, like, your kids are grown. All that hard work is done, and now you guys are moving into a new season with each other, right? And being able to spend time together. You're gonna get me all mushy, Dar. I love you guys so much. Like, I'm excited for you. Like, you're on a new chapter and a new part of an adventure with your marriage. And I just love you guys. So Nomadic Brit says, this tank is only half the weight it should be. Yay. Yeah, talk about that. So, look, I got this load coming out of Pennsylvania to Miami. It's 5,000 pounds. They cable locked it, so I couldn't, like, stack another LTL on there. But they paid for the whole truck. It's 5,000 pounds, and it's a nice rate. So I've been feeling good just driving the truck like I ain't got nothing in it, and breaking it in like that, and checking out how the fuel mileage is with the super light load. And this is a good profit load. So I'm loving the no weight, because I'll tell you what, last week I hauled so much weight through the mountains all week. Yeah, Dar. Okay, so, Fate Truckin says, I gotta tell my wife I'm the higher power. LOL, she'd kill me. I feel my relationship is a partnership, both give and take. Yeah, Fate, from what you've said, like, you guys, I think anybody that's still married has figured out the balance, right? You gotta make a balance. Come on, what is in the house? Good morning. Good morning, Bill. When you become a father, your priorities change, and your job is to provide for the children with protection and resources. Right. Fran says, marriage works if you know why you're doing it. Doing it for the love don't work. You see that fail all the time. Do it for business. That seems to work. You know, friend, that's where I do the best is in business relationships. I've had some failed relationships, and it ultimately resulted in me figuring out that I was with someone who had issues that I could not fix or resolve, and I had to let it go, right? There's a point when you just got to cut your losses and let go. So, and that's true even in business. But in business relationships, what I love about business, this is why I'm a big fan of business. What I love about business is that there is a mutual respect standard that has to remain no matter what. And I believe that should be in a marriage too, right? But at some point, it seems like people lose the honor and respect for that standard in a marriage. You know, if that happens to businesses, guess what happens? You don't do business with that person. So to me, there's an aspect of business in a marriage. So, but business relationships to me are safer. Yeah, safer. So I'm very fantastic in a business relationship. I was a fantastic wife, but I can't carry both sides of the marriage. I'm not saying I didn't have flaws. Don't even get mad at me. Like, I'm not saying I'm not taking responsibility for any of my mistakes. I have. But I've learned, and I still did the best I knew how to do in the situation. But betrayal and lies, I will not tolerate. Enough said on that. Dar says morning tips from Widit, right? Come on, Widit. Come on, what it says. Whatever that means in the situation, security is key, right? And that's what's needed for the young men growing up. So this all started on the issue of, real men, right? And so I mentioned the point where I blame it on the parents, because parenting, the men need to be raised by the men, right? And those man things. And that's where it falls off, because it's tough these days, because a lot of men are being raised by women, and don't have that male figure. So if you know a little boy who needs a male figure, like, I'm just saying, guys, like, step up, help that little boy out so he has a chance at being a man. Men should go on. Men, we need to fill the world with men. And it's going to take the men that are existing, that are left now, to go to help raise these young men coming up, especially the ones that are in a challenge situation. It's something that we can easily discard, because it's like, yeah, whatever on that situation. But when you're looking in the long-term real scheme of things, like do it for manhood, guys. Do it for the rise of manhood. Some people get in those big brother, big sister programs, right? That's great. You can help out a little dude, bless someone's life. Look at DIY's video. He did a helping truckers helping trucker video, but he helped a young man who didn't have the skills. And DIY, if you're still in here, let me say, man, that was fantastic. What you did for that guy, and you not only were so cool to help him out, you just won my heart with that video, dude. You didn't just help him out, you taught the young man something. That's fatherhood, y'all. That's men helping men be men. I am so, man, I look up to DIY big time. I really do. And that video that he did, my heart was just ready to burst out. I was just like, it was so beautiful. Reach one, teach one, right? We say that all the time. That's what he did. Come on, what it says, I take being a father most seriously. Good. Thank you, Bill. Thank you on behalf of all the women in the future. This trucking life, he says, freeze warning in Indiana. Are you serious? I'm headed up to Ohio next week, getting out of Miami. Like, I'll be getting back up to Ohio, so I hope it's should be chilled out by then. So this is probably the first frost, right? Or the last. Now that I'm thinking about it, we have a frost, and then it's time to plant your gardens, right? You could raise a child, Robin. Pure trucking. About to start my own business. Also, maybe late as well, but better late than never. Yeah, because you always wanted to give it a try, right? I'm proud of your pure trucking TV. That's freaking awesome. I wish you all the best in your endeavor. And if we can help in any way, man, you got a good community here. DIY says, dang, you need some leggings. I know, right? I know. I was like, see, and that's a modesty issue maybe to me, because I'm like, okay, I want the leggings. I like yoga pants. I don't like them enough to wear them while I'm working. But, like, I have some on right now, and I wear them when I'm not working. I will not wear them when I am in work mode, because I don't think women should be working in yoga pants. My opinion. I don't hate you if you do. But DIY's leggings are like, you put those on, and not only are they going to get you noticed because they're sexy, but they're very noticeable. Okay, and so I don't know. I love it, but I don't know if I don't want that kind of attention. And I definitely don't want to get on camera and be like, hey guys, check these out. But I almost feel like it's my duty. I'm like, man, I really want some of those, but then do you show them off? Maybe a quick, modest view. Okay, maybe that. So you can see how they are, because all the ladies are gonna want them. I'm just saying. It's true. That's how I feel about the leggings. Like, it makes me get all excited because they are very cool looking. Let me catch up. Oh my gosh, we got on a controversial subject, didn't we? Fate Dragon says bears. I believe the dad kills the cubs. Is that true? Should I use lions and tigers? And you know what I'm getting at. I don't know. Okay, you don't have to agree with me, guys. I'm not that kind of channel. I'm just telling you, like, that's the way I understand it. Everybody's different, but I mean, to me, that's the truth. I feel a natural feeling about that. Like, you have a dad, you have a mom, and you have kids. And everybody has a role in the family. And then outside of that, it still is a responsibility of the village to raise families, to protect families, man. Tribal. Max Force is in the house. Good morning, Max Force. Thanks for coming in. We as a society have shamed homemaking and child raising. Men should be providers. Back in the day. You know? Edgewood 66 is in the house. Good morning. Hey, Dodi, great show last night. Dodi's been doing some lives like late at night. So if you're just chilling and you want something to listen to, like, pop on over to Dodi's channel. They're relaxing, just chat, right? It's all good. I've been hitting her at the end of the day when I stop the truck and I'm ready to go to bed. Like, she's there. I get to pop in and say hi. Dar says, yes, we are definitely made to multitask and can handle it better. Robin says legacy. Right. That's it, right? And we all have to build a legacy. Faye Truckin says DIY semi has merch. It is orange shirt full of grease. I would proudly wear it. My name is Nobody Says never too late. Pure Trucking. You're in a good place here. Welcome. DIY says I'm almost finished with the book, then review. Okay, good. So keep an eye out for that, guys. DIY and Snowlord are going to do a review on the hacking of the American mind. If you want to catch up on it before they do it, now is a good time. Go to Audible. It's there. You can listen to it while you're driving. It's beefy, man. Like, it's beefy. Every chapter, I was like, oh. A lot of stuff I already knew, but I don't know how to explain it. It's a great, great book. So I recommend that if you're looking for one to read. I'm kind of going backwards here, guys. Come on, what it says. I think my kids would give me pretty good grades as a dad, pretty sure. Hey, you know what? And it's not, even though that's great, you want them to love you and be your biggest fans, but at the same time, like, if they're going to walk out of the deal with character, integrity, and responsibility, and right, and decision-making skills, like, then you won, whether they like you or not. Like, you've prepared them for the world. You've prepared them to be fathers to their children. Pure Trucking TV says, what about Under Armour cold gear? Yeah, you guys, okay, so the leggings for the men, you can wear Under Armour cold gear. That's what I said. I said men should not wear leggings unless it's long johns underneath, and that's what I meant, winter wear, right? Stepped in at Trucking is in the house. Hey, Chris, he says, good morning all. Hope everyone is doing well, and same to you, sir. Today's coffee cup is World's Best Boss. This is the one I bought myself at Walmart. It's giant and belligerent, so that's what's going on. I gotta get down to the comments, guys. You guys are going crazy in here, which thank you. I love it. Hit the like button, please. If you haven't hit the like button. There, I left off with DIY semi. Okay. My name is Nobody says, never too late, you're gonna place. Okay. Oh, then I got to Fate. Fran says, I'll be watching that review, DIY. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Trucker Jason says, but yeah, if you guys want to catch up, go get the book now. Get to it, so, because once they do the review, then you're not, like, I would recommend that, because then you'll kind of know what the conversation's about. Fran says, women actually run all things no matter what we do. That's just the way it is. Dars is very true, Fran. Max Force says, we as a society have shamed homemaking and oh, I already said that. Preach. Come on with it, says. I only let one person in here call me daddy, and their name starts with a D and ends with a Y. That's funny. I don't. Are you talking about DIY? He could call you daddy. Faye Truckin said, oh, I already got the one about the bears. Okay. Trucker Jason says, I have no problem seeing a woman working. It shows me she's willing to earn her own money. Dar says, exactly, Trucker Jason. Come on, when it says, I think the traditional family is ideal. Everyone has a role to fulfill, and when one person falls, it's only a matter of time that things will fall. Yeah, unless the family can gather and pick that person up, you know. Sometimes people fall. You can't be, you know, it is what it is. But that's where the family comes in. Family and community to help. We got to help each other. Dar says, I did both. When the youngest was 4, I quit my job and started a home daycare. I did that for 10 years. You know what, Dar? I did the same thing at one point, like, because I just needed to be home. And I've always tried to do something, start my own business, and do everything so that I could work from home. And I've done it a couple of times, but man, the economy hit me twice. So then I just had to, you know, fold up my table and go get a job. Dar says, haha, Shannon, you're too cute. You are too cute, Dar. Tank says, I don't understand how some women choose such losers to be with. Hey, Tank Kelly. I don't understand why I did either. That's the truth. I did. You know what? You want to know how? To answer your question exactly. That's a good question, man. I think sometimes women think that she can fix him or he needs her because she fills in a hole that he has or something like that. God, this could start a whole nother thing. I don't want to stand here that long. I'm just waiting for my daughter to get here, guys, and then I'm coming off here. I mean, ladies can attest to this, right? People choose each other for all kinds of reasons. In my case, I felt like I could fulfill a need, or I could fix anything, and he would love me for all of my gifts and championship the way that I would love myself if somebody treated me that way. And learn the hard way that it doesn't work like that. That's probably one of the best explanations I've ever put on that situation. It happens. We make mistakes, Tank. Men choose the wrong women. I mean, people choose the wrong people all the time. We can say that about everybody, right? Fran says, I think you know that a man is abusive when you meet him. You attract what you like. Sad to say, most often of them getting their A whooped. You got to, if you're still there after the first offense. Yeah, I agree, Fran. Dar says, self-esteem, Tank. You know what, Dar? That's short and sweet. Absolutely. I think that's something. But I don't know. See, in my case, I ended up with people that, I don't want to say people like I had all these husbands. I only had one husband. But then I dated somebody, and then I dated someone else. So in all three of those cases, they had really bad emotional issues, confidence issues. And I didn't see it at first. I was all wrapped up in the whole lovey-dovey idea, right? Time tells the truth. Time always tells the truth about people. So I've learned the value of slowing way down. And at this point, I really don't want anything to do with it ever again. So I'm not bitter and I'm not angry. Like, I've dealt with those emotions and those issues. I'm okay now. But I'm in love with life and people on a general scale. Like, I love people. And that fulfills me. Like, it really does. In my business and in what I get to do, chasing after my dreams and building something for my family. Like, I'm so wrapped up in all that right now. And I really want to love the people. I love to meet new people because everybody's so beautiful and so colorful and so different. And I guess in this right now, I just feel like I'm just looking at the world and just soaking it in and appreciating it for every beautiful thing that I see, you know? Just kind of wrapped up in that right now. I have no interest in a relationship outside of business. And I mean zero. I've met some very nice young men. Emphasis on young. But, which everyone's been very nice. But I have no desires to take anything beyond just being friends. I need that for me right now. And it is what it is. You know, I'm very peaceful, happy, enjoying this grind that I'm on. Like, I'm thrilled. And the best thing is about my life journey right now is that I am in a place with God that I have been wanting to get to for a long time. I'm not trying to be preachy. If you guys aren't I'm not religious. If you guys aren't religious or in a relationship with God, don't be mad at me because I'm talking about mine. Because I'm not putting it on you. I'm telling you my experience is that I am so in love with the Lord right now. And I have been, but I've had a lot of healing that I've been having to do. And I feel like I'm getting to the end, like right? So that I'm all like, all my things are checked off and I've been dealt with and I'm purely getting so healthy spiritually and mentally. And good things are happening for me in my life. And like, it's like, man, I don't want to mess anything up. Like, I feel like I'm in the groove. I'm like, everything is right in my world right now. I feel like my heart is in order. My mind is in order. And I've been working so hard to get to that place, you know? So I'm not trying to shake things up in that world. I love being friends with everybody because then I don't have to hurt nobody's feelings or nobody has to get feeling sideways about me, you know, going and meeting up with other YouTubers or whatever. Like, I am a free spirit. I really am a free spirit. And as much as I worked so hard to make the most perfect marriage in the world and whatnot and everything and the family and all of that, like, I didn't have a strong enough partner, you know? It's probably not easy to be with somebody like me. Like, I have high standards. Like, I just go balls out and not that I have balls, but, you know, I love to just run after success and being the best version of myself I can be. And I really thought that everyone was like that. And I never really understood that there are really people in this world that have no common sense. When I realized that, I was absolutely turned upside down. That was one of the biggest shocks to my system in my life. It's real. It's a real thing. Pure Trucker says, just unloaded and headed into Iowa 80 truck stop to have some breakfast. Oh, good. And get some coffee. Awesome. Come on, what it says, where's my rose? Bay Trucker says, hi to Mark Ely. Good morning, sir. The post strip. Hi, Spectre. The post strip is in the house. I'm not so beautiful. That tree I fell out of made sure of it. Spectre, I do think you're beautiful. I love to listen to you. You have a beautiful heart. And I'm not trying to get mushy, guys, but I have to tell Spectre that I love him and that he has a beautiful heart, because that's one thing that he's just a very nice, genuine, sweet person. And I know that because I've seen you, I've really seen you share your heart on your channel and stuff like that. And that is you're a very courageous man, and you have a beautiful heart. And I've loved you ever since I realized that you were really a genuine good person. And I'm sure you have a bad temper, whatever. It's okay. Most of the sweetest guys do. I adore you. I don't know. And no disrespect I'm not trying to get at you like that. No disrespect to your beautiful wife and your family. It's not that. I'm just talking about it on a human spirit level, brother. Mark Ely says, is this a dating video? No, this is my anti-dating speech, okay? Dying Breed is in the house. Good morning. Hit the like if you haven't, guys, please. Everybody's giving props to Spectre. See how much people respect you, Spectre. That doesn't come because you initiated it. It just becomes, you have a beautiful character. All the guys that I consider my mentors do. Your character, your integrity, your demeanor. Wilburner says, Robin, please show a little class when you're on somebody else's platform here. Fran says, exactly, Shannon. They fool themselves in thinking they can change a person or whatever the case may be. Yeah, and I'm willing to admit it. I was 20 years old and a different person. Made mistakes. I've learned. And I wouldn't take them back for nothing, because all those struggles and things that I went through because of my decisions have made me the person I am today. And I still want to get better, come on, what it says, Americans, British, and Canadians haven't always gotten along 100%, but these days we all get along great. Francis, I got that one. Hold on. Let me scroll down. Spectre, you obviously triggered me saying I'm not so beautiful. You are so beautiful, Spectre. Okay, so Pure Trucker says just unloaded. Oh, I read that. Mark Ely says, what up, Fate? I had back-to-back 9K weeks. Crushed it. Crushed small ball freight in Kentucky to Nashville. Wow, Mark, that's fantastic. Congratulations. The post script says, oh, my lady, you have been doing some shadow work. I know the journey. It's pure satisfaction. Pure Trucking says, without God and being covered in the blood of Christ, we are nothing. Post Trip says, once you find peace, you do all you can to protect it. Yeah, right? And some people will say, like, you're living in fear. Like this is some guy. If I tell a man, like, hey, I'm not interested because I'm not doing that right now in my life, like, I don't do that, I get all kinds of, like, debate lines, right? And that's one of them. Like, oh, we'd be good together, or you're awesome, or whatever, right? I'm like, I know that, but I'm still not doing that. I'm protecting that. Like, oh, you can't be afraid of everybody forever. I'm not afraid of everyone. I'm in love with the Lord. I'm in love with what I'm doing. I'm in love with my dog. I'm in love with my children. I'm in love with my grandchildren. That's where I'm at right now. And then that also makes me think, immediately this person doesn't respect how I feel about my life. That might be harsh, huh? Mark Ely says, how do you like your new truck? Oh, I love it. Come on, what it says, I need a post-trip inspection after Vegas. Bill, you're so funny. Fran says, you're telling the truth. When Spectre speaks, I just listen. The Spectre says, I am honored and humbled, my lady. Thank you. You know, to say anything else, Spectre. Okay, Mark says, and thank you, Spectre. I'm honored that and humbled that you watch my channel and hang out with me for coffee. Like, that's super awesome. Mark Ely says, you're at 941 subscribers, almost there. Oh my gosh, I only need, what, 59 people and I hit 1,000? Is that right? Yeah, I haven't really, I thought I needed 600. Guys, I only need 59 more subscribers. I don't know what's been going on in the YouTubes, but the past 2 weeks since we did the truck thing, I don't know what happened, but I've been getting subscribers like now, like 2 and 3 a week, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've been noticing, I'm like, what the heck? I didn't do anything really different except for the video we did on Jeffrey Lake's channel, which is called the Truckers Education Network, which I'm going to tell everybody you should subscribe over there. If you're not, you're missing out. 59 subscribers! What do I do? What do I do? Do I do more shorts? You know, I think a lot. The videos that I like are the ones where people are like Trucker Gal. I love her videos because you can see what she's doing. You can see her at the same time. I would love to do that, but I'll tell you why I don't do that. Because a lot of people ask me that, like, why don't you show videos of you working and doing the job? Well, I don't do that because I don't want none of my drivers doing that when I get drivers. I don't want them messing around with the camera and doing videos. I'm not hating on anybody that does, because I'll be honest, I do like to watch those videos. But I don't do it as the business partner, because I'm responsible for being under my carrier safety record. I just don't. I would never want that to be a question or an issue. Or God forbid, I get distracted for a second because of it and then something actually does happen. You know, I don't want to touch it. But I would love to give you those guys videos because I'm hilarious when I drive. I'm just having so much fun. I'm just having so much fun. But we're not going to film while we're driving, okay? It's not going to happen. So I'm sorry to disappoint anybody. I'll just point you over to Trucker Gal's channel because she does a freaking great job at it. Christopher is in the house. Belief Nick. Is that how you say that, Christopher? He's finally able to catch one of your live streams just at work plugging along. Oh, thank you for watching. Christopher is a most fantastic mechanic out of a shop in Wisconsin. Was it Truck Country? I think it was Truck Country in Wisconsin. Love him. I love him. He's always like he's just been a friend to me right off the bat. So thanks, Chris. I appreciate you coming in. Amoris is in the house. Just asking for a friend. How young are we talking about? I'm sorry. That was too loud of a laugh. Scott Rolla is in the house. Hey, Scott. I see some new names in here. Thank you for my new subscribers. I don't know what's happening, but thanks for guys for coming in. I'll try to show you a good time. Dodie says, I gotta get going. Got a ton of things to do. Love you. Okay, I love you, Dodie. See you later if you're on again. Post Trip says, not even the Almighty can affect free will. Your peace is a choice of free will. Yeah, and you know what, Spectre? Finding that for real is one of the most valuable things that's ever happened to me. And if you want to call me afraid to let anybody impose on that area, go ahead. I don't care. I've been finding treasures like that in life, and it's so beautiful. I do want to protect it. Like, you're right. I'm glad you said that. I'm finding peace, and I'm coming to peace with myself and getting rid of my past and looking to my future and healing and spreading my wings and flying and being of value to other people and being of value to myself for my business and creating a value for my family to have to carry them forward. Like, that's some huge stuff I'm working on. Like, I don't give a crap about a boyfriend right now. Like, don't. This is so much bigger than that. Come on, what it says, you're beautiful, it's true. I saw your face in a crowd place. I don't know what to do because I'll never be with you. Bill, you are the best at song lyrics, like, off the rip. Fran says, that's right, Shannon. That's what I mean. A woman knows who and what that man is as soon as he opens his mouth, as soon as you meet him. Well, I haven't been so wise in the past, Fran, to be honest with you. I've been lied to. I believed it. I got sucked in, okay? I'm a little wiser today, though. But it took those mistakes to help me learn, right? My mistakes helped me learn. Come on, what it says. Yes, she caught my eyes as we walked on by. She could see from my face I was flying high, and I don't think that I'll see her again, but we shared a moment that will last to the end. When someone says beautiful, I automatically think of that song. LOL. Aw. Scott Rolla says, remember, life is short, so be sure to piss at least 3 people off today. Hey, I'm not opposed to that. I think I make a lot of... I don't... I'm always kind, number one. But what you need to understand about me is that I'm going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. And I'll do it with love, so it's not so hard. But I can offend somebody not intentionally. Some people get intimidated because I just freely say what it is. I just I don't feel bad about it because it's the reality and it's the truth. And I've realized that no matter how kind I can be, like, some people, they just decide that they do not like me at all because I told them what's what. And I never say it rude. That people will judge you. I'm sorry. But I'm not going to change because I know that I don't say anything that should piss anybody off, because I say it in love. I say it in kindness. And if, gosh darn it, if I need to be corrected, I'm willing to accept correction. Like, I'm a woman. Like, I there's things I don't know. I'm not going to come out here like I'm the boss and I know everything. I don't. I'm learning as I go. And if everybody would just humble themselves and realize that you are too. But there's some things that you can teach me and about things that you know more about. And there's things that I can teach you about things that maybe you don't know about. Instead of hating on somebody, like, look at their colors and see what they like. People bring different gifts to the table. Just because you don't like a couple of them doesn't mean you have to hate the person altogether. Like, you could be missing out on a great thing. Just saying. Dar says a short definitely will bring you subs. I've been doing the shorts with Didi. Chris says, say it just how it sounds. Okay. Looks okay. I tried. I hope I said it right, Chris. Sometimes I sing to the cats and see what they do, and they're not impressed. Yeah, Didi doesn't like my singing either. She's like looking at me like, am I supposed to do something here? Chris says, just don't call me late for dinner. Pew Trucking says, have a good day. My patient is about to come on back home. My patient is about to come on back home. Glad to catch you live and a new sub also. Okay, thank you, Pew Trucking. I know I sub to your channel too, so that's what I recognize your name from. Donald Peck is in the house. Good morning, Donald. Amen to the blood as I came in. Okay, you was hearing that. Dar says, I do that too with it. I'm sure my clients even think it's funny when I'm at their place and they have cams. I'm sure they love it, Dar. That's like seeing your babysitter be good to your child when you're not around, right? It's just because that's what it is. They want you to be a happy person and good. Cats probably think your meow is broken. Our meow is broken. Oh, Dar, I have a somebody called it a dad joke. This is my joke, and I've been saving this for Dar. What do you call a massive pile of cats? A meowton. I heard that, and I was like, I'm giving that to Dar. I ran it by Jeffrey Lake, but he didn't think it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. Pure Truckin says, have a good day. My pastor's about to go live from my home church. New sub, by the way. Glad to catch you live. Okay. Poster says, that's not fear, ma'am. That is standing your ground and enforcing your boundaries. If you don't do it for yourself, then no one else will. Yeah, and I've learned that. I've learned that. In some cases. But I'm getting stronger, and I'm getting confident enough to hold my boundaries. You know what, Spectre? I want to say something about that real quick before I move on, but let me turn on some air because it's getting hot. This truck is so awesome. When I turn on the APU, the cool and the heat is ambient. So it's like, you don't just feel it blowing out of a vent. Like, it's just, oh man, it's great. Let me turn it on. Because the sun is rising and it's getting hotter. Snorlord says, I am a white male that leans simply, slightly right, that listens to death metal. I'm not sure just my existence is offensive to somebody. I'm sorry. I'm sure just my existence is offensive to someone. Starlord, you know what? adore our friendship. Like, Snorler's my brother. Like, I swear. Like, as big, bad, and mean and burly as he likes to vision himself. and he's allowed that. That's his persona of himself. And I think it's cool. I think it's just so cool. But he is like the sweetest dude. He's like he's interesting and he's smart and he's cool. Like, I just get a kick out of it. He's just so funny. Come on, what it says, your Shannon, your positivity and kindness is inspirational and one of your best attributes. You're beautiful. That's true. Thank you. You're still on the song though, I see that. Fran says, I do. I say it rude all the time, but I'm saying things from experience and trying to help come off strong at times. It's tough, right, Fran? The truth hurts people. The truth is a powerful thing. And when you have the confidence to tell someone the truth, and you're trying to tell them out of helping or caring for them, some people just don't want to hear it, man, and it's not what they want to hear, so they will write you off in a second. As long as it's said in love. Yeah, like I will try to set the whole situation up like, hey, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, or you know how you do that, right? You set up a conversation, but you can offer a suggestion, right? So telling people like, don't do that, you should do this. You offer a suggestion. Mark Ely says 30 when it was about chasing the ladies. Now at 51, it's buffet lines and donut shops and sleep, right? And sleep. Snorler says fasting has brought me clarity. Clarity brings faith. Faith brings me peace, or something like that. Yeah. Reefer 77 is in the house. Snorler, you ain't lying. Like, fasting so the fasting journey has helped me a lot with my inner peace and my clarity in my mind, for real. Like, if you guys haven't tried it, I would suggest you incorporate it in your life at least one day a week. Fran, I read that. Okay. Bull of the Woods is in the house. Good morning, Bull of the Woods. I'm going to try to flick through because I think my daughter's about to be here. Go truck yourself as a joke. What is the difference between a Swift driver and a toilet? A toilet can back up. Uh-oh. Okay, Robin says, sorry, Shannon, I'm out. Okay. Did I miss anything? Dar says, fighting peace within yourself is so important. Oh, here's my daughter pulling up with the charger. Watch this. Watch this. Oh. Look at that. That's my ride, y'all. That's what's up. Okay. So I'm going to get my little suit and go get some sun. It'll only take me about half an hour before I burn. So I'm going to be careful. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with Coffee. There's my beautiful daughter. Look at my beautiful baby girl. And so we're going to go have some fun while I got a chance. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, Bill, is that what yours looks like? Bull of the Woods says fasting becomes natural when you eat carnivore. Has anyone else noticed that? I bet it does. Yeah, so me and Didi's gonna go get in that car and go have some fun with my girl. And my son. That's Tony, my son. And Heaven is my daughter. So, and we're gonna enjoy this beautiful sun. Look at this weather, guys. I'm sorry you guys that are in the cold. Oh, that's a Challenger. There she is. She's ready to go. Okay, love you guys. Until next time, I'm going to have a great time. You have a great time. Enjoy the day. Have an awesome week. Scott Rolla's on his way to San Antonio from LA. Dan Rumble says Bull of the Woods. Yes, I have. Oh, hi, Dan. I didn't know you were in here. I didn't see you give the slurp. Yeah, we got towels. I got my bathing suit, and I got this big giant beach blanket towel and all of that stuff. But, you know, I'm from Michigan, so I can't stay out on the beach laying out in the sun for probably more than an hour or so, or it's going to be lobster time. Okay. This was also my daughter's first time seeing this truck, so I got to show it to her. And I'm going to do a truck review, so you guys stay tuned for that. I kept you busy for an hour and 45. I love you. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Be awesome. Be a better version of yourself today. And have a super amazing week. I love you. Bye-bye.